Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. In the headlines, the death of Eminem's mother at age 69. She reportedly passed last night during Monday Night Football. That was Monday, December 2nd, 2024. And let's put it all together in light of what we expose about the world of entertainment. Again, if you're new here, we're going to talk about some things that you should know about in 2024, but you might not. Please look into the subject of Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. There's a song out there called Gematria, the killing name. There's another song out there called Murder by Numbers by the Police, where killing is as simple as A, B, C is 1, 2, 3. Song came out in 83, and the practice of coding numbers into words, murder, equates to 83. That's why the song came out in 83. Funny enough, football equals 83. It's part of the reason the greatest football coach of all time died in 83 on the same day that Kobe Bryant would die years later. I'm talking about Bear Bryant and Kobe Bryant, both dead on the 26th of January. Of course, Kobe's death was synced with the Pope, who was 83 at the time. Dead at 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age. That had a lot to do with the upcoming Super Bowl the very next Sunday, Super Bowl 54, when Kobe Bean Bryant equates to 54 in Gematria, whereas Kobe Bryant equates to 41 like Super Bowl, like his age of death. Again, dead at 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age. Anyhow, with that in mind, Eminem's been very connected to the NFL's Detroit Lions, and it's undeniable what they've done here. Even the most hardcore coincidence theorist isn't going to be able to deny this. But let's go through it piece by piece. Again, Eminem, big Detroit Lions fan. Last year for the NFC Championship, they had him as part of the broadcast, saying how bad he wanted his team to win. He was begging the 49ers to lose for the Lions. Remember, their quarterback, Goff, him and Mahomes combined for the record high of 105 points in a game back in 2018, right after the Paradise and LA fires, where Goff's father was one of the firefighters reportedly, and Goff won the game. But it's interesting that there were 105 points in that game because this is the 105th NFL season. And, of course, the Detroit Lions used to be the Portsmouth Spartans. Their team name equals 105. Remember, they wore purple and gold like the Washington Huskies, who lost to Michigan last year in Michigan's 206th season when Seattle's the 206 area code. You can go on and on about all the rig rituals. Just like when Seattle won their only Super Bowl, their quarterback had 206 passing yards, and they did that in the New York Jets Stadium. And the Seahawks just beat the Jets this past Sunday, and Geno Smith had 206 passing yards, and he was the 39th pick by the Jets. And he dropped Aaron Rodgers to 3-9 with the Jets this year when New York's 39. Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets at age 39 like Brett Favre. Anyway. Eminem's mother dead at 69 days before the Super Bowl in 2024. And in Gematria, Lions equates to 69 when you take the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z, the 26 is 26. When you take the alphabetic order with numerology applied, Lions equates to 24 instead. They're having a very special season in 2024. Again, if you need help with the math, L is the 12th letter, I is the 9th, O is the 15th, N is the 14th, S is the 19th. You add those letters together, Lions adds up to 69. With numerology, L, the 12th letter, becomes 3 because the numerology of 12 is 1 plus 2 is 3. I, the 9th letter, is still 9. O, the 15th letter, becomes 1 plus 5 is 6. N, the 14th letter, becomes 1 plus 4 is 5. S, the 19th letter, 19 breaks down to 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 breaks down to 1 plus 0 is 1. So you have 3 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 1 for 24. It's basic math. From there, they're both going to break down to the same digits. 6 plus 9 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 24 is 2 plus 4 is 6. It's just mathematics. It's just numerology. Now, it's Super Bowl 59 upcoming, and 59 is this number stamped all over black history. Even white musicians who've done black music, from Elvis to Eminem, have the 59 encoding. Again, Detroit, the home of Motown. Motown Records out in 59. Words like slave, Negro, blues, Rasta, they all equate to 59. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Detroit, a predominantly black city, now known for a white rapper whose nickname, Eminem, encodes the 59. And notice, something we talked about a million times, from Eminem's birthday to his mother's death was 46 days. Of course, rap equals 46, but so does sacrifice. Genesis 46 is about sacrifice. We see this number all the time in celebrity death. Michigan's also 46, of course, where Detroit is. Earlier this year, we talked about how Eminem had out the hit single paying tribute to Houdini with Abracadabra, and I pointed out how Eminem was born just before the 46th death anniversary of Houdini. Again, this is earlier this year. As for Eminem, he's 52 years old right now. We pointed this out as well because Houdini died at 52. And look at his mother's name, Debbie Nelson. The Gematria is 52. So when Eminem's 52, after a big hit song in tribute to a man who died at 52, he loses his mother again while he's 52. And for the record, his rap alias, Slim Shady, 52. If you run the alphabetic order in reverse with numerology, Slim Shady's 52. Just the alphabetic order alone, Abracadabra's 52. The Lions play at Ford Field, 52. For the record, if you run it in reverse, Ford Field equals 47. It's named after Henry Ford, who died on April 7th, 47, in the year 1947. And the news did break one day after his mother's death, which means the news broke 47 days after Eminem's birthday, where she actually died 46 days after. If you're new here, 47, very special number to the Cabal. Talked about it a million times, wrote 2 books about it. But here, let's go back in time. Eminem, before his mother got married, before there was an Eminem, her name was Debbie Briggs. So when she got married, her name became Debbie Mathers Briggs. And it's interesting because when the Lions won their last championship, they won with 59 points. Here we are in the year of Super Bowl 59. They beat the Cleveland Browns. She died the night of Monday Night Football as the Browns lost to the Broncos. And if you weren't with us on Patreon, you missed out because we absolutely smashed the game and player props, including the Njoku double touchdown game for the huge payout to get to 29 career touchdowns on the day, leaving 29 days left in the year when he was the 29th pick of the draft, and football equals 29 like Ohio, where the American sport of football was born in Ohio, where the Cleveland Browns are from. But anyhow, the Lions won their last championship with 59 points, and they did it in Briggs Stadium in Detroit, Michigan. Eminem's mother was named Debbie Briggs before marriage. Follow? And notice, Briggs Stadium equals 59. Again, Freemasonry, for the record, equals 59, and it's the 17th prime, and modern Freemasonry was created in 1717, and this nation was created 59 years later by a bunch of Masons, and American football is credited to the Freemason Walter Camp. And what do they etch on the Masonic Temple? They etch the Pythagoras quote, all is number. And again, Masonry is based in Kabbalah, where this practice of coding numbers into words comes from. Low IQs can't grasp it. People who have triple-digit IQs should be able to. Also, just for the record, in light of the Lions playing in Ford Field, Henry Ford, 59. And wildly, from his July 30th birthday, 1863, from the day he was born to the day of Super Bowl 59, is exactly 59,000 days. Isn't that wild? They really couldn't have scripted it any better. And this is why we've been ahead of the script for a long time. 105th season, Mahomes and Goff combined for a record 105 points, which still stands. Also, the Slim Shady LP, from the anniversary of its release to the death, 283 days later, that's the 61st prime. Detroit Lions, 61. We just had the Bulls to have 61 points at halftime versus the Wizards, the two Jordan teams, 283 days after Jordan's 61st birthday. Exactly what happened. Bulls equals 12. Wizards lost their 12th straight game to the Bulls, Jordan's old team. Again, rigged sports, rigged deaths, rigged news stories, rigged elections. Learn the code, see through all of it. And by the way, what's the big news story in the world today? Martial law in South Korea as Marshall Mathers loses his mother. When a decade ago, Slim Shady, a.k.a. Eminem, a.k.a. Marshall Mathers, was in that movie, The Interview, about Kim Jong-un in North Korea. Again, South Korea is on martial law because the president said the Democratic Party's been infiltrated by communists from North Korea. Again, if you missed that video, it was earlier today. Be sure to check it out. We talked about this at the end because this news broke at the end of the stream. But here's his mother holding up the Slim Shady LP cover artwork. You know, even though her son rips on the mom on the tracks, how can she not be proud that her son became a multimillionaire by throwing mom under the bus? Again, the American dream's all about making the money, making it big, becoming a star on the world stage. So anyhow, just what are the odds? Eminem's breakthrough album, the Slim Shady LP, death of his mom, the year of all these lions rituals. For the record, the Slim Shady LP equals 72, like Eminem's year of birth. Jesuit order also 72. That's who controls the world stage. They gave us the language and the calendar. They control the puppet strings. Again, the interview, Eminem has a guest appearance in it. This movie about North Korea, which is the reason for the martial law on the same day the news breaks about Marshall Mathers' mother. This is just par for the course. Again, the cabal, it's a new world order. For the record, Eminem put out his 12th album this year on July 12th. We covered it then. And go back and watch my video on the release of the Houdini tribute album. I talked about how it foreshadowed presidential assassinations to come in the year. Go back and watch, because what happened the very next day? July 13th, under the 13 stripes, 13 weeks from the anniversary of the Secret Service establishment, the hoax with Donald Trump that a lot of dopes fell for. Same type of dopes that denounced the work I'm showing, which is completely undeniable. Again, if you have a triple-digit IQ, even a double-digit IQ should be able to get it. But anyway, it's 144 days from the release of that album to the death of his mother. And think about, what is 144 in math? Square root of 12, right? 144 is also the 12th Fibonacci number. After he puts out his 12th album on the 12th, his mother dies in the beginning of the 12th month. And here's the other thing, too. His mother died on December 2nd, 122. Remember, satanic equals 122. Kind of like how the Church of Satan was founded on the 122nd meridian in San Francisco, which equals 122. For the record, the Jesuit motto "Isus Omnem Salvator" equals 122, and Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of the Satan, died in a major Jesuit ritual. But I bring this up about Eminem because blood sacrificing obviously is satanic, but also because he has the group D12, and they have the song Devil's Night. Pretty satanic. And yeah, if you want to go back and watch the video from July 12th about the release of his album and how it foreshadowed presidential assassinations, you can go back and check that out. Again, we've talked about how Eminem's been used on the world stage in all kinds of mega rituals. Remember the Route 91 Harvest Festival shooting on the day, leaving 91 days left in the year, and then Eminem put out the song Darkness with the music video in tribute to it. Darkness equals 91. That song came out, or the music video came out 91 days after Eminem's birthday. At the end, had a nice announcement from the federal government for where you can turn in your guns. The same Eminem that made a name by talking about the Columbine shooting and standing them all a line and essentially shooting them one at a time. He went from that guy to turn in your guns guy, because he's nothing but a puppet on strings. And when you're a puppet on strings for the cabal, again, the blood sacrifices come with it. So we'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. And thank you to everyone who supports the work. Until next time, Truth Seeker.